right, so let me go over my ingredients for this make-believe lasagna. I am using 96% lean, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 onion, which I'm going to chop, a half a teaspoon of granulated garlic or garlic powder. You can either use an 18-ounce can of your choice of spaghetti sauce. I'm using this Prego, and this happens to come in 24 ounces. I think that's just going to be fine. And then 1/2 teaspoon of ground oregano. And then I forgot my lasagna noodles. I need 6 to 8 lasagna noodles. I'll have to grab those. 1 12-ounce carton of cottage cheese, and I'm using the fat-free one this time. I never use it because I don't like eating it just by itself. It seems too dry. But in something like this where I'm using cheese, I want to lean up where I can. So that includes the meat and the cottage cheese. And I'm going to divide it, the 12 ounces, because I'm going to layer it. And then I'm going to need 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and that I'm going to divide as well. And then 12 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese. I know this is 5 pounds. I just need to open this. So I need 12 ounces of that, and that's going to be divided as well. Okay, guys, so let me go grab the noodles and I'll get started. All right, I usually try to find the whole grain, whole wheat lasagna, but I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it this time. It is hard to come by, and so I had to get the regular lasagna noodles. So I'm going to grab about 6 to 8 of those noodles. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is take a saucepan, and I'm just going to brown my meat with the onion and stir it around until it gets a little bit darker in color. And then I'm going to add the seasonings. I'm actually going to give you a secret here. I'm not actually putting garlic in, because if you have seen some of my other videos, you know that my husband hates garlic in hamburger, but he'll do onion powder just fine. So for us, we substituted onion powder, and it was just fine. I'm also going to put in the spaghetti sauce. Now I'm going to, in my slow cooker, I'm going to spray it with some nonstick spray. This is avocado oil, and I'm just going to layer a little bit of the meat and sauce down here on the bottom to kind of like help keep the noodles from sticking even more. I'm going to put a little bit more than that in there, and then I'm going to start layering the lasagna noodles in here, and I'm going to break the ones on the side. See, it doesn't fit, so I'll have to break the ones on the side to make sure that they fit. So next you're going to layer a little bit of the meat here. So you're going to have whatever's left in there, you're going to just divide it in half. So half of that meat mixture that's left goes first, and then I'm going to put half of the cottage cheese down here. This is the fat-free one, and then half of the Parmesan that I have is going on top of that, and then half of the mozzarella that I have will go on top of that. And I guess if you want to be creative and add some veggies at this point, you could do that, but I'm just going to kind of stick with this basic recipe. Pretty simple. And now I'm going to put another layer of noodles down, and then the meat. Again, remember to break the noodles so that they fit. And then the next layer is meat, and then of course the cottage cheese. We're just going to do it all again, and then the Parmesan is going to go on top, and then the mozzarella. Now, I kind of made a mistake because I ended up putting some leftover noodles on top. You don't want to do that because they just get leathery, and then you end up having to peel them off with whatever cheese that stuck to it and discard it, and that didn't work out. So here I would have just left it at this point. So don't put the noodles on top like you see me do right here. And then just put the lid on, and this is going to be here for about 5 or 6 hours. I think I went about 5 hours, and it was just fine. I have to tell you, everybody loved it. My husband loved it. The kids loved it. Real easy to make. All right, so one thing that I am really trying to figure out is a serving of these, and I ended up getting 7 servings, about 1 cup each, and they were very filling. And they came out to be like 10 points each, right, per serving, which I think is a little high. Even though I'm willing to take the hit, it's the main part of the dish. All I'm going to have is maybe a slice of multigrain bread and some salad with low-calorie dressing on the side of that. So I don't mind having a lasagna meal that is that much. But I'm using non-fat cottage cheese, and I'm really not using a whole lot of other cheese. And I'm using really, really lean meat. So I'm thinking it's 10 points per cup, and so is the Stouffer's lasagna as well, which I'm sure is using full fat ricotta and probably a higher fat meat. So I really don't get why that's coming out to be that amount of points, but I still consider it worth it. I'm not quite sure if it's supposed to be that amount of points, but in any case, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to throw stuff into a crock pot and make a wonderful lasagna that your family is not going to know that you didn't sit here and slave for hours over. This is a really good recipe to have, guys. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you in the next video.